Hi, Katrina. No, I
Cool.
usually don't
See you
get
soon.
starstruck, but
Hey, Mark, how
this is
you
pretty
going?
cool.
Oh, come on. It's pretty cool for me too.
Are you in
Oh,
Australia?
yeah, I'm in Melbourne.
You're in Melbourne? That's good.
Yeah. Whereabouts are you? You're in Washington.
Seattle. Yeah.
Oh, Seattle.
Have you been to
God,
Seattle?
I'd love to go to. No, I'd love to. I'm writing that down because I like to, I don't know, I just like to write it down. I'm so fascinated by, well, do you love Seattle? Were you born and raised there or?
I love it in the spring and the summer. The winter and the fall, kind of nasty.
Mm,
The weather's
yeah,
not
yeah,
great, but the mountains and so much to do in the spring and the summer.
yeah,
When was the last
yeah.
time you've been to the States?
Uh, October, November last year. And
Oh,
I
okay.
was in, yeah, I flew into San Francisco
Uh-huh.
and I love San Francisco. I mean, it's such a stunning city and has a really nice feel to it. I mean, it's struggling and that's confronting and full on, but God, it's such a great town.
So I was just wondering if you keep in touch with any of the staff or the crew from the show. Do you
Yeah,
keep in touch?
yeah, I do. I think it's been a bit hard in the last, say, 6 months to stay in touch because
Sure.
I think everyone's just everywhere doing everything and including me. So I was thinking actually the other day it's been a bit too long since I've spoken to people. But yeah, I do. I keep in touch with pretty much everyone and it's what I love for me, Wentworth Con is just the best in terms of as soon as I see those faces, I'm home. And
Yeah.
it's just such a lovely, oh, I adore it. I feel very like, oh, mate, yeah, yeah, we're family. I think we kind of all are, really, aren't we? Like it's such a weird little thing that's happened, and yeah, everyone
It's
sort
a
of
pretty
has.
big thing.
It is a big thing, and it means a lot to everyone, including me. So
Would you say that's
that's pretty special.
would you say that's the pinnacle of your career thus far? Is that show?
But yeah, yeah, I would actually. I would. It was a changing point. I don't know about a changing point in my career, but it was a changing point in me. Like, things shifted and changed, and just the way how much I got to collaborate and contribute to Wentworth, and it changed everything. I'm now exploring other avenues because of the confidence I gained in what I was able to contribute, to the scripting process particularly, and yeah, so it's sort of changed me absolutely. And the friendships made and just working with that quality and caliber of actors like and just so many of them and being women too meant the world to me. Like it was a game changer.
So I think to a lot of people, the finale seemed a little rushed. I know
Yeah,
COVID had a lot to do with that. I
yeah,
think people
yeah,
were hoping to know more about these characters after prison, and it just kind of just ended. No, we could have used
yes.
a couple more episodes. So
I
um,
agree.
could have
I
got
absolutely
a little
agree.
more.
Yeah.
I know the ending of a story, ending of the show doesn't define the series as a whole, but you
Mm,
want to end on a uplifting note. So it would have been nice
yes,
to know a little bit more about what happened to Boomer and the baby and her love interest and so forth. But definitely didn't define the show.
exactly. No, I agree. I agree. And I was kind of, I felt the same way as you. And what you've said is really smart, actually. I'm going to remember that, the ending doesn't define the entire series because
No,
there's nine
not at all.
years worth of work there. So you're right. And yeah, because I was disappointed too. I thought, oh, really? That's kind of it. And, I think go hard or go home. But I see what they were doing. They were actually leaving the door open for something else. And I knew early on when they decided to keep Boomer's picture board. The art department had to save it. And I sort of thought, oh, that's interesting. Okay, what does that mean? And then months later, I got a phone call. But that was not long after we finished. So that was what 4 or 5 years ago now. Like all of
Uh,
COVID, and yeah, who knows? Yeah, it's a strange old industry, but yeah,
how
no, it'd
soon
be
at the
it'd be
beginning
cool to
did
give it
you
another
know?
crack.
How soon at the beginning, or how soon at one point did you know they were going to keep you to the end? And were you happy about that? I'm assuming,
Ne-
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I never did know. I honestly thought every season they're going to kill me. How am I going to
Oh,
die? They're going to kill me off
that would
until
not
they
have
sort of well, that then other directors would sort of start to say, sort of towards, I don't know, maybe the middle of the whole run, saying, "Oh, Boomer's Boomer." Well, I kind of realized too. She's the audience's barometer. She sort of says what they can't, and she's got a big heart, so she ended up, being a bit of a beating heart for the series. So it would have probably been a bridge too far to kill her off because she's so innocuous in a way. Whereas, someone like B or, any of those any of those really demonic characters, that
Juicy
you
Lucy.
sort of want them to, yeah, that's it. You sort of want them to you can kind of accept either way. Although I think people have struggled to accept B's demise, but which I understand completely. Um, I think, yeah, I don't know. God, they still could have killed me off, but they
Did you
didn't.
want them
So I'm very
to kill
lucky.
you off?
Yes, I was. I did suggest that at the end of the last series, what happens if something happens, and they just didn't. They just went up, and I was like, oh, okay. But I wouldn't have minded. Like that would have been kind of cool.
No, Jenko mentioned she wanted her character to die, but as soon as
Yeah,
they laid it all out, she's like, that makes sense. The writing on this show is just what made this show so special is it got everybody together at just the right time. The writers and the acting and
yeah,
this collage of this talent just worked so well
mm,
together.
yeah,
And the chemistry that you had with Socrates and
mm,
Jenko and B and Nicole and just so many different people, it just worked. Um,
yeah.
did you have a favorite person that you like to work with? Celia? I mean, just the storylines were just epic in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. They were epic's a good word actually, because it's sort of melodrama tempered with realism, which I love. It
Yeah,
makes it
for sure.
heart pumping kind of genre. Um, I loved working with everyone. I think, I had so much fun. Yeah, I loved working with Celia. My favorite scenes were definitely the ones in H1 where we're all in pajamas and whatnot, and everyone was together. And that
Excellent.
was just so much fun because we'd play, and improvise, and you'd really see the dynamics between the characters. And but I also really loved working with Nicole. I think our characters, from the get-go, there was something special there. Like we just when you work with Nicole, she really sees you and you really see her. And I don't know, it's something really cool happens. I love working with Pam as well. She's very different to Nicole, works in a different way, but it's still just a joy. Uh, Everyone, that's the thing. I think you're right. There was a synergy and a happy accident that there were so many people who wanted the same thing. And I think that's the key to a good show.
I think for me, what made the show so special is at some point, you look at a character and you're like, that's not a nice person, that's a horrible person, and then they showed the backstory, and you
Yeah,
and you see what brought them to that place, and it just humanizes these people, and you're like,
I agree.
I could be these people. I wouldn't want to be judged for that, and just the writing was just so special, and you guys just hit it
Mm,
off, and we're all just so grateful for the way it all turned out, and for everything you brought, and the humor that you brought was just the one-liners you had were just. Did you ad lib any of those? Were they? I mean, did you add your 2 cents to like the punch your tits
oh,
in,
I will punch your tits in.
all that so forth? Those were so great.
I did. I think the iconic ones weren't mine, unfortunately, but I did ad lib a hell of a lot.
Oh,
Punch
she
your
got the
tits in.
dementia.
You can't believe a word Liz Birdsworth says because Liz Birdsworth has got the dementia.
Liz
Ah,
Birdsworth.
that was mine
Yeah.
because my
Oh, I heard
partner,
about that. You made that up. Yeah,
yeah,
that was great.
Governor
I
Already.
stole
Pants.
it from my partner.
What's
Governor
that?
Pants
Hey,
was another one. You said that yesterday.
Governor Pants. Oh, she's got
Oh,
her
right,
governor
right.
pants on. That was me.
Vinegar tits.
Um,
She got vinegar tits.
No, that was from the original Prisoner series. That was an homage to the original. Unfortunately, I wish it was
How
mine.
about Come Dump?
Um,
That was my favorite.
Oh, Cum Dumpster.
You know what they call it? The cum dumpster.
No, that was in the script. Yeah,
Oh, that
in the
was.
script.
What was the
Email.
one with your stepson said or something that you worked into it? Wasn't there one?
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
my stepson, when he was little, about his twin brother, he used to say, "He's looking at me with his eyes," and I put that into the scene when I was mimicking Judy at some point in the last. So I tried to get little sayings that they had because Boomer's such a kid, I just stole from them and just put them into the script as much as I could.
You skinny bitch. Say cheese, dickhead.
It's been an
Good
honor.
times.
It's been an honor. Thank you so much. I look forward to
Oh.
seeing you in Los Angeles.
Likewise.
It's been a real.
I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to
Awesome.
seeing
Thanks,
you.
Mark. And I'll be posting about the video soon, probably tomorrow or the next day.
Okay.
Yes.
Good luck,
Cool.
Mark.
In a couple
I
months.
can't wait to see what you've done.
You
love
got
you.
it.
Thank you.
See ya.